are here with Jay from Metalcore. Jay, thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Anytime, my pleasure, Faisal. You know I always have time for you.
Thank you.
Especially since I see you in the game.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yes. So we're here. We're at 3XP. You guys have come such a long way. I've been playing the game probably for the last 6 or 7 months, and what you guys have displayed here this weekend has been incredible. So talk to us about your guys' updates. What you guys just had that event that I did recently. Thanks for the stickers, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime, stickers.
But yeah,
the Bounty Hunter event.
Yeah, that was fun.
So we just recently finished an alpha play test for multiplayer over Memorial Day weekend. Went very well. We have another one coming up sometime in July, and we've been putting in a lot of extra stuff in the game in between now and then. So it's like a big development sprint that's happening in the background. So when you play the next version of the game in July, you're going to see a lot of new updates and new features. Way more than previous play tests.
Really? Wow. Okay, so are we going to see maybe a bigger map than we already have? Because
the map is really
huge.
big.
It's big. It's
but
big.
like, I'm talking about serious upgrades with the mission system. Like
really
utilizing the existing content in a more entertaining way. Right? Because like anybody can have a big map, but like if there's not enough stuff to do with the map, it doesn't really matter how big it is, right?
Yeah.
So we're working on upgrades on systems to make the gameplay loop more enjoyable. We're enhancing the looting and crafting system. We're definitely enhancing the progression system. So we're talking about things like playing the game, having a good time, doing missions, and then reaching levels that automatically grant vehicles, stuff like that.
Right. Wow, that's awesome. And I think that is one thing that's super important in that game, because sometimes it's such a big game that sometimes you can even lose track of what you're doing. Like, am I going after kills? Am I playing the objective? Am I scrambling around for loot items? There's a lot going on in this big, beautiful game that I play pretty often.
And it's an issue with many open world games. You know, like Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, a lot of players can get overwhelmed with the options that you have.
Yeah.
You know, so we're trying to make paths for players more clear, so that they can understand the choices they have, but have a great time making those choices.
And that's great. So with this update, the one thing that really blew me away. So to put this into perspective, the last few playtests that at least I've done have been purely multiplayer, purely online. You guys added a story mode.
We added a story mode.
And it's beautiful. You added that first mission. When I first loaded up the game, there were
this
shots
looks
of it
really
right
good,
now.
I have to say. Holy crap. Got a little cutscene action.
Like what's going on in that little intro mission? Just talk us through it.
Of course. I mean, we have top tier storytellers on the team, artists, designers, engineers who worked on AAA titles in the past. You know, they know how to tell a great story, and the Metalcore lore is an excellent book to work from. The three factions are always at war. They have unique, different personalities. You also have the story of how everybody traveled through space for hundreds of years to get to this new planet, and all of the subtle details combined to really immerse you in the experience.
That's awesome, man. So, I mean, let's just talk about the future, okay? Let's talk about, you know, Metalcore's next 3 to 6 months. Any events you guys got going on? Any more? You know, you talked a little bit about that update. Do you have any time frame for that? Or?
Yeah, for sure. So specifically, again, the July playtest is coming out, and if you don't have a code for the Epic Game Store to get the game, you got to get one of those codes. It's not hard to do. You can join our wait list following our special links on Twitter. You can also join us on Discord and then just ask for keys or find out ways to get keys. That's going to be an important event. We don't want people who like Metalcore to miss this event in July, because it's going to be like a serious situation. The other thing is, we're, you know, of course, moving towards stages like closed betas, you know, full integrations with immutable tech, getting NFT collections out there for future collections like the tanks, the aircraft, the man collections, and really bringing to life the Web3 features. That's definitely coming out. 2023 is very reasonable to say.
Okay, well, 2023, the biggest game on the blockchain, the biggest game in general, is going to have a massive update. Make sure you guys get a code so that you guys can play in the July playtest. Jay, thank you, man.
Always
I love doing these updates.
Yeah.
They have so many of them, we're going to have to do this like once or twice a week. So
sorry, we apologize for working so much on the game.
But thank you, and please go check out Metalcore. All the links will be in the description below. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.